Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're going to go ahead and kick off a brand new series. This is one that I thought I was going to go ahead and kick off during alpha, but decided to hold off because of some of the development that they were doing. So beta literally just kicked off 2 minutes ago. So what we're going to do is a progression series through the beta of a few parsecs away. This is a game that I'm super excited about, and I wanted to go ahead and really jump in and show you my progress, similar to what I've done in the past with Realm as I went through the progress of each season. We'll also be doing this with Shadow Depths. So what we're going to do is on a weekly basis, I'm going to show you jumping in there for the first time, give you a few tips to what you should focus on as soon as you jump in there. Day one, minute one, second one. And then every single week, we'll go ahead and do an update, both give you my progression update, what I've been focusing on over the last week, and some tips that I learned along the way. So it really kind of helps new players get along. And then for existing players, maybe I'll also give you some help. And then in the comments down below, let me know if you find any tips or have any tips that you want to communicate to everybody else. If you're not familiar what Few Parsecs Away is, it is essentially, it's a free-to-play game. There are some NFTs that you can get with it that give you bonuses throughout the game, but those are completely optional and do not really give you a huge bonus, but it does give you bonuses and help throughout the process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and jump in here, show you right away. You're going to go ahead and play. You're going to go ahead and do the whole login process once it comes up here. And then you're going to go ahead and pick what your faction is. Most of my commanders that I have are rebels, so we're going to go ahead and focus on the rebels. Each faction gives you a little bit of a bonus, so if you don't have any commanders, pick what's right for you. Some of them give you basically reduced construction on ships. For Republic, it gives you resource production boosts. And then for rebels, it gives you a reduction on cost for basically the research that you're going through. So I'm picking rebels. And then once you pick rebels, you have a choice of 4 locations. The Earth is really for Empire, Mars is for Republic, and then rebels is actually in 2 different ones. But you don't necessarily have to stick with the region that you want to be in and connected to the faction that you're in. Me personally, it's tough because I'm going to pick the belt just because it gives you the production bonus for the titanium and all the other resources. You get a huge decrease on food, which I'm curious if it's going to impact me throughout the season. This is beta, so we're going to go ahead and test it out. So we're going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to go ahead and take me to the land. The thing that you should be aware of with beta is only a month. It's going to last the month of October, and then they're going to go ahead and give you the rewards. And then at the beginning of November is going to really kick off the official first season, which those seasons are going to be much longer. I've heard anywhere between 8 weeks and 12 weeks. I'm not sure the exact time frame, but we'll figure it out once we get there. Once you first log in, depending on what faction you pick, you may see something different throughout this. As I mentioned, I did pick the Rebels, and I'm in the belt location, so you're going to see this. On the top here, you're going to go ahead and see the commanders that you can go ahead and stake. And then you have the resources and all the different sections on this side. The first thing that you want to do as soon as you jump in is go to resources and go all the way to the bottom and start that process for one of the solar panels. Solar panels are going to be very important early because they're going to give you the energy that you need to really start building your other buildings. You really can't build any of the other resources until this is done. So the solar panel should take about 10 minutes in order for it to complete. You can actually go ahead and boost it, which I'm going to do just to get the process moving here. I'm going to go ahead and for it's 1 wax for every 10 minutes to boost. So let's go ahead and boost this. Really gets the solar panel. So now I can go ahead and start a second solar panel and then also go ahead and start some of my resource buildings, which are going to be critical. As you can see, I got 60 energy from that first one. And then I'm going ahead and doing another one here. I may boost that, we'll see. So once I have that second one going, I usually go up here and start getting some of my resources going. Gonna go ahead and upgrade all 3 of these. If you take a look at it, you can see the actual cost. It's gonna cost 27 the titanium and then 6 of the althenium to go ahead and start crafting that. It's a big titanium drain early on in the process. So be aware of that. You're going to be draining a lot of those resources. I'm also going to start an athenium mine. And then let's see if we can have enough to start a helium mine too, because that's going to be critical here too. Yeah, I have just enough. Like I said, titanium is going to be big there. And the reason I want to start the helium, there's a number, actually, I don't have enough energy to produce that. So this is where we go down and we do a little bit of a boosteroo down here. Yeah, I just said boosteroo. God help me. All right, so we go ahead and do a boost down here. And that should transfer it and boost it up. You may have to refresh again. As we always say, they're web-based games. Sometimes you need to go ahead and refresh it. When you refresh, it's going to take you back to the dashboard, as you can see here. And the nice thing is you can actually see what's ongoing right now. And it looks like that boost did not process, so we'll go ahead and do it again. It may just not have authenticated. So there we go. Now the transaction is executed, and now we have a level 2. I now have 73 up here. And then we're going to go ahead and maybe I'll actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and see if I can boost these a few more times. You spend a lot on energy early in the game, but I can get 36 now. If I go ahead and boost each of these one more time, I'll be up to a production of 76. So in an hour, I'll be able to get as much. So we'll go ahead and do that. Probably could have done the helium. Helium's going to take a little bit of time. And I don't have enough energy to go ahead for that one. I'm very close to it. I have exactly 70. So we have exactly enough to go ahead and grab another one of these solar panels. And really, that's how you're going to start off the game. A lot of the first day or so is really trying to get your resource production. Focus on resource production and getting that as high as possible. There's two things that's going to do. One, it obviously gives you the resources that you're going to need to go ahead and build the research, or do research, do the defenses, and all that sort of stuff. So it gives you all that early in the game. Plus, it gets you higher on the scoreboards. The high score is where it's going to really give you the percentage as far as the seasonal pool that you see up here, which is 20,000 frac. So the higher you are on that, the bigger portion of that you're going to get. So you want to really focus on the resources early, which is going to be a combination of obviously these 3 resources. Plus, you're going to need a ton of energy. So you're going to be going ahead and doing a lot of solar panels early on in the game. So let's go ahead and confirm this. This one's completed. We'll have to go ahead and wait for a minute. Maybe I'll go over and actually claim, see how much titanium I can claim from this. Probably not a lot since I haven't been running very much. So I wasn't able to really claim that much. Sometimes you do have to go ahead and refresh, but we're just waiting on that one. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and boost the Althanium next. Probably get another solar panel, probably do some helium, and that's what I'm going to focus on for the next 2 days, really focusing on building my resources, and then I'm going to go ahead and focus on research and defenses. The nice thing you have early in the game is the system's neutral, so no one's attacking you, you can't attack anyone else. Really gives you a chance to build up your little colony, and then really focus on the others. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. I hope these few tips here at the beginning helped out, especially free-to-play players. If you have any commanders, you can go ahead and click on here, and it'll go ahead and stake commanders. As you can see, it's staking in there. What I have is the upgraded commanders. That's why they're a little bit different than their pictures. So I'm putting those in there, and they're going to give me resource boosts and bonuses. I thankfully was able to grab a bunch of those when it first dropped, and I was able to do all the blending and trading and all that fun stuff to get those. So now I have those boosts, and then eventually they're going to allow you to go ahead and put your PFP if you want to go ahead and do that. So these are the only boosts that they have in the game. They have a few ships that are available that aren't really in game yet. Probably just in game now that beta is available. But go ahead in the comments down below. Let me know a couple things. Do you have any questions about the game? I'll be happy to include those in future videos. Also, how are you doing? Do you have any tips to give the community? What's your focus for the first couple days of the season? We're in beta. Alpha was really just a resource testing process, so no one really knows exactly how this is going to play out, especially with the Parsec version of the game. So we're not 100% sure how everything's going to work out, but we'll go ahead and try and as a community really learn from it and move forward with it. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.